going to be solving the LeetCode question number 58, length of last word. Um, the problem says, given a string S consisting of words and spaces, return the length of the last word in the string. A word is maximal substring consisting of non-space characters only. So here we have three examples. The first one says the input is hello world. The answer is 5 because world has 5 characters. Uh, Here, the answer is 4 because moon has 4 characters. However, this example illustrates that we need to take care of these two white spaces before we count the number of characters in the string. So that's what the second example is telling us. And then the third example, it's pretty much the same thing as the first one. There's no trick to this one. It's just counting what number of characters in Joy Boy, which is 6. That's the output. So I'm gonna be doing something a little bit different. I'm gonna be actually writing this down while I talk about it, as opposed to what I was doing in the other videos. So what we want to do is we want to iterate over all of this string, and then once we find a white space, uh, we take a note of that, do a break, something like that, and then count whatever is the last word. So first of all, I'm gonna be doing a long form of solving this, which would be uh, easier to understand, I think. And I'm gonna be iterating backwards because what we care is the last word. It's not the first word. So I'm gonna do a for loop through this string, but I'm gonna be starting in the back. So let's start with the for loop. Int I is equal to wherever the length is. So S dot length. Is this how you write length? Okay, -1. That's how we do it backwards. Let me change my keyboard. Okay, and then I is greater than or less than 0, and finally I minus minus I minus minus. Okay, so I'm gonna also keep track of the last word, the amount of characters in the last word. So let's do the last word equal to 0. Okay, and then for loop if s dot char at I is equal to space, then we're gonna do something really important. When it's characters, when it's characters, and you wanna check if it's equal, it's single quotes, not double quotes. Yeah. So actually, let's do it. Let's do the other way around. Let's do it. If it's not equal to a space, then you add. I'm gonna do brackets this way, which is easier to read. Then you increment the last word by 1. The reason I change this to not equals is because, let's say, you go to the first character, it's not equal to space, so you add 1. Then the second one is not equal, you add 1 to last word. Then the third, it's not equal, you add 1 to last word. So here we go, plus plus. Okay, and then else, let's do this. If it is equal to space, you just break and you leave the for loop. Okay, this is not the most efficient way of writing code, but it's easy to read, I think. yeah, so let me see if else we go, and then you just return last word, last word. Okay, run it, and I know it's not gonna pass everything. Yeah, the reason it's not passing this case number two is because, as I said earlier, there's two white spaces here. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be replacing all of the white spaces at the end with nothing, right? So how you do this is uh, s dot replace all. The string is equal to s dot replace all. Uh, this, oops, there's too many. We did this, okay, with empty space. Okay, so what this is, it just means replace all the white spaces at the end with nothing. With yeah, with no characters. So once again, uh, we're getting this fly me to the moon, and then it's replaces the white spaces in the end and in the beginning with nothing, and then it just goes through this for loop from right to left. So first character is in, it's which means it's not white space. So last word is incremented by one. Then you do it four more times, and once you get here, it realizes it is a white space, so it breaks, leaves the for loop, then returns whatever last word is. Let's try to run this. Oh, my bad. It's lowercase r. That's why it's not the best idea to write code in LeetCode because it doesn't give you autocompletes. But here you go. Three of them are accepted. Uh, so this is a uh, easier way of reading. It's maybe not the most efficient way of solving this, but everything is accepted. The runtime is fast, so it's a good solution. Yeah. Thanks for solving. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.